you ready to live a life where time goes a little bit slower, a little bit more peaceful, and a little bit more easeful and joyful? If you are here watching this video, I bet the answer to all of those questions is an absolute yes, and I can tell you right now that yes, it is possible. Yes, you can do it, and I'm going to show you how. If you are new here, thank you for being here. My name is Jody. I am a holistic health coach and also a yoga teacher, and I talk everything about nutrition, lifestyle, peaceful lifestyle, and gardening, and everything in between here. So thank you for joining me here today, and I hope you enjoy this video. You most likely have heard the terms, time goes so fast, or I want time to go faster, or I want my work day to move by quicker, or wow, it's already July, or I can't believe how fast time goes, or if time moves too fast, or how quick was that, or 5 years goes by in a flash, or all of those things. I hear those on a very, very regular basis, pretty much daily from people, and it saddens me because it's, it doesn't have to be that way, and if it's something that people aren't wanting, then we have that choice. So, or at least I feel like we have that choice. So here are some things that you can begin to ponder and think about, and maybe begin to make some switches in your own life to where time can slow down for you. Instead of a super fast-paced, oh my gosh, it's already Wednesday, oh my gosh, it's the end of the week, oh my gosh, it's already July, oh my gosh, it's already holiday season. Time will slow back down, time will feel elongated, and a much more easeful and peaceful way of existing in the world. So first thing that I want to touch on, which I hear from almost everybody, and it confuses the heck out of me, is how people want their work day to go by really fast, which I get. I understand why people say that. If most of the time we're working in jobs that we aren't enjoying, and the time can seem to move so slow and you're wanting it to go fast. Or, you can't wait till the end of your workday so you can go do something that you actually want to do. So it makes sense that people would say they want their workday to go fast, therefore they can get to the end of the day or to the weekend quicker, where they can enjoy their time. I get it. However, be aware of the words that you are saying. Be aware of what you're asking for. Because if you are saying that you want your workday to go fast, which on average most of us are working 30, 40, 50 plus hours a week at our work, that's a large chunk of your time that you are then asking the universe to move quicker. So if you're in one space saying that you want your workday to go fast, but then you're saying, oh my gosh, time goes so fast, I wish it went slower, well, you're over here asking for it to go fast. So it's kind of this just two opposite things that are butting heads, right? So make adjustments wherever adjustments need to be made, right? If you're wanting your workday to go super fast and you don't want your life to go super fast, those are two opposing things that you are asking for. I also hear this term that having fun equals time flying by. And while I have certainly been in that energy where you're just having a blast and time flies by, well, there's also the opposite of that. You can have a freaking blast and time actually feels elongated. So I hear a lot of people say that, time goes so quick when you're having fun. Well, yes, it can, but time can also not go so quick, and you can feel like you're having endless fun. So it really is, it's a perspective and a mindset switch. What I have noticed the most is when people are in a space where time feels like it is moving very fast, it's correlated with where their thoughts are and how their thoughts are acting, in a sense. So if a person's mind is running really quickly and it's thought after thought after thought, or thing after thing after thing, it's gonna feel like time is going by really quickly because the mental activity is really quick. So if your mental activity is really quick and you're moving really quick, then time is gonna feel like it goes really quick. So if you're able to slow down that process in a way, or really just fine-tune the mental processing and the thinking processing, fine-tune it in a way where you have either more control over what your mind is thinking, or it's more structured in a way, you are going to be adding a peacefulness aspect to it, and time will expand. It'll feel longer and larger than what it was before. So really getting to a place, and things like yoga and meditation can help with this process, where you are the one in control of your mind. You are the one who is in control of the thoughts that you have, and you can put gaps, you can put space in between those things, which is going to give you that feeling of an expansion of time. Another thing that can help too, especially in like a work environment, is if there is a lot of things that need to be done and be productive, do a little bit of time blocking. I know a lot of the time, if we have so many things that need to get done in the day, we can just kind of just get in the rhythm of doing one thing, next thing, and then without even looking at the clock, and then all of a sudden we look at the clock and we're like, oh my god, it's like 4 o'clock already. Well, if we know what tasks that we need to do for the day, and we know how long that task is roughly going to take us, and we kind of block it into certain time slots throughout the day, and then we're even looking at the clock at certain times throughout the day, that is going to give us a feeling of elongated time as well. And then here's a really big one. We are currently living in a society where convenience is what we aim for, efficiency is what we aim for. Anything that is going to help us spend less time working, we are aiming for. However, we implement all of these time-saving tactics, yet as soon as we have time open up, we cram it with something else. So we are cramming our lives full of so much stuff. We are doing so much stuff, and the more efficient, the more productive that we get, the more we're cramming into our schedules. So let's stop doing so much. We don't need to be doing 10,000 things a day. As my own personal example, before I met the partner that I am with now, I was starting up 3 different businesses, and I was doing it all on my own. And since it was just me, I didn't have somebody to reflect back to me my own work patterns. I was doing so much work and stuff throughout the day. I'd have a list of probably 50 things that I would accomplish in a single day. And then I met the partner that I am currently with, which I am so grateful for. He is a Taurus, so he's the opposing side to my fast-paced Gemini self at some points. And I started realizing, like, oh my gosh, I'm way working myself. I'm asking way more of myself than what the average person might be doing. And it's just not needed. And a lot of it's fluff. So get clear about where your priorities and your values are, and just do a handful or a few things for each day instead of 10 billion things a day. So instead of cramming, as soon as you get a 10-minute block, oh, let me go to the grocery store real quick. No, allow yourself that 10-minute block. You created that 10-minute space for yourself, take it. So it's not necessarily about how can I be more productive? How can I be more efficient? How can I do this quicker? How can I, all of that. It's more less cramming things in, and maybe instead of 100 things that you're doing, pick 5 and really put your heart and soul into those. We don't need to be cramming so much stuff in, because then we're just rushed and we're busy, and that's not fun, and that does make time go fast. So less cramming things in. If you notice you have a little bit of a window gap, take it, enjoy it, rest. One thing that can help as well too is kind of that concept of smell the roses, but I'm gonna call it more of just, at any point during your day, you can pause and you can breathe and you can notice what's around you. And that will bring you back into more of a present moment, peaceful space. A lot of the time we are just spending so much time up in our head, so much time thinking, that we're not actually grounded down into our body and into the earth around us, which is the present moment. So no matter what it is that you're doing through your day, what your work is, no matter what it is, you can always just pause and breathe. Here, I'll give you an example. So right now, you might be able to hear the motorcycle in the background, but that's okay. So right now, I'm working. I'm creating a YouTube video. I'm literally in the middle of my work, but I'm gonna pause and breathe and let the motorcycle go by. But I'm also gonna look out my window and see the flowers outside, see the plants outside, and I'm going to feel where my body is sitting on the bed right now, to be honest, and just breathe. No thoughts, nothing. Creating space. I really believe there is a correlation between how quickly our thoughts are going with how quickly we are perceiving time to be going. And the more people who end up in a space of time moves so quick, the more all of us are going to feel that time is moving so quick. And I truly believe that we are the ones who are quickening the time by merely the thought of time moves by so fast. And now that we have social media and all these things where there's so many things that are grabbing our attention, so many things that we are cramming in that 30 seconds short, in that 30 seconds that we could have actually just paused. We are creating that quickening feeling to an extent too. So I hope those things are helpful, maybe a little food for thought that you can ponder for a little while, but I do truly believe that no, life doesn't have to move fast. It can be quite slow and peaceful, but in a really good way. And when I say that it can be slow, no, that doesn't mean that it's slow in the sense of sitting and doing nothing, or being lazy. No, not at all. Slow in the way of, yes, I can still get quite a few things done in my day, potentially even more than the average person who's more in that quick and chaotic state, but in a much more peaceful way, more productive way, more just effortless way as well too. And then my days feel elongated. They don't feel rushed. So I hope you enjoyed a little food for thought for you. I'd love to hear, I really am curious, other people's opinion on this too, because I know so many people are in this space of time moves so quick. And I really, there's certain aspects of my life where if I'm in a certain thing, I see time moving really quick, but then I also know but it doesn't have to. So I really am curious what your thoughts are. Leave those down in the comments below. Do you notice that time moves really quick? Or are you someone where time moves a little bit slower? Do you feel like you're in control of how quick or how slow it goes? Do you feel like you're not? I really would love to know down below. So let me know in the comments, and I look forward to reading those. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.